welcome to episode 25 of the Zero One Shootout here on the JTR Podcast Network. Minderz, can you believe we've gotten to 25 episodes? We're a quarter of the way to 100.
We're a quarter of the way there. It is kind of crazy considering when we started this out, it was, we're only going to do this maybe once or twice a month.
Now it's becoming
And
weekly.
now it's every week, which
Hey,
is great.
we're
I'm
over.
excited. Yeah, it's so much fun. I look forward to it. It's
Yeah.
keeping my spirits
yeah.
up right now.
Yeah, it's and we know why, because we mentioned it on JTR last night. Your X-ray machine turned heel on you on Monday.
I think somebody had something to do with it.
I do too.
I'm blaming somebody. I bet you it's
Wait.
not the same person. No, it is not. CMC did not break my foot. I broke my foot. I want to know who's messing with
Why are
the
you
X-ray
putting this?
machine.
Why are you putting this on the screen, Minderz?
I am not doing that. Not at all.
Do we have a rogue producer, perhaps?
Apparently,
Yeah.
I believe
So
I
why
know who did it, and I think he has a
yeah.
sign back here about right there. This one, right here.
Oh, you think it's all ass licking? I mean, BA.
Yeah, your champion. Your champion, not mine.
He's our champion.
Sure he is.
Oh, David has a theory. Look at that. It was Rikishi.
It was Rikishi.
He did it for The Rock.
There you go. He did it for The Rock. Oh, hi everybody in the chat. Nice to see everybody. Of course.
If it ain't that dirty Yugoslavian heel, then who did it? And maybe CMC's embracing his Eastern European rule breaker tendencies and took it out on Minderz. But
I still say it's BA. He just doesn't want me. Yeah. He doesn't want me at shows on Thursday night. That's why he did it. Because I can't do anything.
Well, you keep giving him shit, and you know he only takes so much. You want to hear some good news, Minderz?
Yes, I would like to hear some good news.
We've got our fun fact of the week back this week.
Yay!
Our buddy Dallas Preacher has re-emerged from seclusion after 2 long weeks, and he sent us in a video yesterday. Do you think we should go ahead and put it up here, Minderz?
Yes, please. I've missed our fun facts.
Yes. All right, here we go.
Hello, sinners and 01 Shootout podcast fans. It's your boy, Dallas Preacher, back like Bailey with another installment of fun wrestling facts for the week. You might be wondering just where I have been for the past couple weeks. And the only answer I can truly give you is that I have been on a mission from God. This week's fun fact also comes from another man who was on a mission from God. You see, before he was the Animal Batista, before he was Drax the Destroyer from Guardians of the Galaxy, Dave Batista made his wrestling debut in the WWE in May of 2002 as the Deacon Batista, a heel enforcer for the Reverend Devon. But you see, it wouldn't be long before the man ordained by God, much like myself, for a higher destiny would eventually become a multiple-time WWE champion and then go to be an ultra-popular movie star. And you see, I can see the parallels already, except I'm far better looking. This fun fact of the week has been brought to you by the group that is often imitated, but quite frankly, never duplicated, the Lowlight.
So I don't know about the whole better looking, but he does have a better haircut.
He does have a better haircut. He does.
Yep.
I'll agree.
Yep. It takes a real macho fella to pull off the shaved head look, if I do say so myself.
Sure does.
Yep. So Minderz, let's talk about our guest. He hasn't arrived yet, but we are going to be talking with the King of Thrash today from the Forge in St. Louis, Justin Poole. makes regular appearances in Edgewood. So
I'm
that's going to be
excited to talk
interesting
to him.
because, yeah, I don't know a lot about him, so I'm interested to learn more about him and see what's going on there, and uh, there might be a surprise like in the course of that interview, but that remains to be seen. Uh,
Mark, did you notice what I got though? Aren't you excited?
what do
I'm
you have there,
excited.
Minderz?
I have the Obey Basil flag, and I'm so excited. The ladder is sitting in
That,
front of it, but
well, yeah, it is what it is, and I think you've got some apparel also, didn't you? You got
I
the
did. I got the tank
you
top,
you got the
and
whole you got the whole Obey collection, I think.
I did basically just about. The only thing I haven't got yet are my sweatshirts, but I don't need them yet for a little
Right,
bit.
right.
So if anybody wants to
Oh,
shoot me
okay.
some help,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
he's at Bob Wharton School.
He was Bob Orton School, and so I
Hmm.
was curious about that. Uh, we could talk about Bob Orton. I met him in April at the expo. He was there.
Yep, we both did.
Had I known, I would have. Had I known, I would have gotten some dirt on our boy Justin before the interview. Like, how good of a student was he really? But
Yeah.
but no, he's got a cool story from what I heard. He's, I think, 38 and just broke into the business, I think, this year, if I'm not mistaken.
Reminds me a
So
lot of like DDP type vibes. I get a
yeah,
lot of DDP vibes from him.
and I gotta say, I'm a gear Mark Minders, and I think he may have the coolest boots in 01 with those Austin Hall type cowboy boots he's got there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, speaking
That.
of the devil,
Oh, is
looks
he
like
here?
he is here. So let's bring him in. Uh, say hello to the King of Thrash, Justin Poole. Justin, how are you, man? Oh,
Uh-oh.
I think you're muted.
Can you unmute him?
Uh, let me see.
Technical difficulties, like always. Staple
Technical
on this
difficulties.
show.
Oh, jeez. He's doing the solo Sokoa gimmick, not saying
Right,
anything.
exactly.
Let's see if we can figure out his mic here. All right.
This is always fun. You got to love the silence of while we're trying to
yeah.
figure out technical difficulties. It's always a great time.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's an adventure. It's Justin, do you know sign language by any chance?
Or have him go back out and come back in. Will that help? Or
Yeah. Let's try that. See if you can log out and then jump back in, Justin, and we'll pick up from there. It's always something, isn't it?
It's always
Yesterday it was you. Today it was Justin Poole. Usually it's me. It is what it is. I'm usually the problem.
Well,
while we're waiting,
not always. There's other
well, yeah.
problems in 01 right now, but we'll get into that a little bit later.
Oh, we sure will. There's a lot to talk about, especially after the Thursday Night Throwdown last week.
Mm-hmm.
And then also we do have some breaking news to announce about the next Mattoon show that we'll get into.
I'm excited.
Yeah, it's we make things happen, Minderz. I think that's
we do make things happen.
That's the only way you can put it. But got a lot of people in the chat. A lot of the boys in there. Got the glitch. We got Jesse Rains. Jesse Rains, I sent you a message about an hour ago, sir. So you might want to take a look at that and then hit me back. And then then we got all the regular usual suspects are in there. Suzanne, I see.
Yep.
Harley Miller. Yeah. I don't know why the glitch is in there twice under two different names in the comments, but
who knows?
He wants to make sure he really gets his point across.
Yes, that's it.
Yes.
No, probably what happened, he was under his original one and then realized he wasn't under his gimmick. So
Gotcha.
I bet you that's what happened.
I gotcha.
No, he did not break my foot. It was this guy right here. He's the one that is messing with the X-ray machine because he doesn't want me back at Thursday Night Throwdown.
Oh, I can't believe that would be true. All right, let's see if we can give this another shot, Minderz.
All right.
Justin Poole, can you hear us, sir?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Clear.
Yes.
All right.
I'm a computer genius.
This show, somebody always has technical difficulties. Usually it's me, so it's kind of refreshing to know it wasn't me this time.
I'm assuming it was my $15 laptop.
Well,
Yeah, that could easily be. I
who
got
knows?
one not worth not much more than that is a real pain in the butt. I wind up having to retire it. I think the wife uses it now. Uh, so what is going on? We haven't seen you since War Games. You were in the big War Rumble there a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, things didn't go quite as planned in the Rumble. I thought for sure that was going to be my, ticket to the main roster after I tossed everybody over the top. But I guess I shouldn't have picked a fight with two guys at once. That wasn't very smart.
Yeah, that's usually tends to be a mistake. All right.
But yeah,
And
because it was great seeing you there. Because we saw you
Yeah.
actually earlier ahead of time. So
Oh,
Had
yeah,
a
we
little
arrived
bit
at
of
about the same time.
yeah, we all got there about the same time. Or I did
It was
anyway.
an awesome show. I was glad to be on it.
It was a great
Yes.
show.
man, all around the crowd was hot for the whole show. The matches were good.
Oh, the crowd was excellent. That's one of the hottest crowds I've ever seen.
Yeah, definitely the hottest crowd I've seen for a 0-1 show in the year plus I've been going to the shows. So definitely just an awesome job by everybody. Let's
Heck
get into you because I don't know a whole lot about you, sir, and I'm guessing that a lot of our audience doesn't know a whole lot either outside of seeing you in Edgewood doing the thing. So let's talk a little bit. You're just a little over a year in wrestling. Is that right?
No, I'm not quite to 6 months actually as an active wrestler.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
I did
Okay.
train for a year before becoming actual active wrestler, but yeah, my first match was November of this past year.
Okay.
Wow.
Cool. And a little birdie told me that you trained under Bob Orton Jr. Is that right?
That is correct. At the
Nice,
Ace
nice.
Academy.
We got to meet him not too long ago.
He's a great guy.
Yeah,
He's a lot of fun.
Oh, he was very
We saw
nice.
him-
Yeah, we met him at
yeah.
the Square Circle Expo in Indy about the first weekend of April. And yeah, couldn't have been a nicer guy. Always one of my favorites in the ring. Everything he always did was so smooth in there, you know.
Oh yeah, his
And,
amateur wrestling background just made everything just look so fantastic.
Yeah.
Definitely
So-
one of my favorite guys.
So, okay, I always kind of ask this question, just kind of get a feel for everybody. I'm assuming it was probably some sort of WWE wrestler or something along those lines. Who got you interested in wrestling?
Well, I'm pretty old, so first off, it was Hulk Hogan.
Okay.
I was a
Oh,
little
Mark.
tiny Hulkamaniac as a
Mark.
child.
Hey, it is what it is. I am not a Hogan fan, but I don't condemn those that are. I was
Well,
always a
five-year-old
Macho Man
Justin
guy.
loved him. Not gonna say
Yeah.
so much anymore.
Well, yeah. So then,
Yeah,
well,
I
okay,
was
so
always,
moving on from Hogan, what kept you interested?
The Undertaker was next. That was the first person that I cheered over Hogan. And then Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart were the next two favorites.
Okay.
Mark,
I've
he's
been-
our age. This is great. I love it.
Yeah.
I've mostly been a WWE guy most of my life, though,
Yeah.
Okay.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
That happens.
as far as the Monday Night Wars go, I always kind of leaned more WCW until the Finger Poke of Doom happened. Then I kind of swapped over because, jumping the shark and
Well,
everything.
We just always had friends that would, I'd videotape Raw, they'd videotape Nitro. I'd watch Raw
Mhm.
first, and then we'd switch at school on Tuesday.
Yep. That's how we all did it, I think.
Oh yeah, I think so. Unless you were one of those cool people that could get like the TV in the back bedroom to get one, and then the TV
Yeah,
in the
the
living room to
3
get the other one.
VCR setup.
Hmm. Sure did. So I was gonna say, because you kind of give me DDP vibes. So I'm not sure. I didn't know if DDP might have been one of the
Oh,
guys.
no, he's
you kinda
definitely in
looked
there
up
too.
to. Okay.
He's
'Cause
definitely
we-
one of my favorite WCW guys.
Yeah, because that was just with how late he got to start in the business, and you're getting a late start in the business too. So it's just kind of like, huh?
Absolutely. I'm also trying to do the DDP yoga. I haven't really got super committed to it yet, but I feel a little more
I've been
flexible
wanting to
already.
try that.
Yeah,
Nice, nice.
I used
Yeah,
to do
that's been
that
something
before I
for a
broke my
few
foot.
years. I've been.
Well, you'll have to
you
get
and your
back on
foot.
it when you get the cast off.
Yeah, well, we just have a boot. We're not in a cat.
Just the boot. Nice.
Stop it, Mark. Stop it. CMC did not break my foot. It
It's
was
so easy
mounted.
to blame CMC though.
So
AJ.
I know you fought a few guys. Who are some of the guys in down at 0-1 that you'd like to get your hands on?
Ooh, there's so many.
Right?
I really want to hit a lot of them. Not necessarily I want to hit Anakin Murphy, but I really respect Anakin Murphy, so I want to see how hard Anakin Murphy is going to hit me and then respond in kind.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah,
I would certainly like that one.
Yeah.
I mean, Joey O'Reilly, of course. Everybody wants to go against the best.
Sure.
I mean, everybody really. I want to fight basically everybody except for LDLC because he's my tag partner.
Right. Can't do
I'll
that.
never beat him up.
Yeah. No,
we love
he's
the
a spicy
here.
luchador. So
yeah,
I need his flashy moves to make me look cool. So
yeah. Hey, you got the boots though. Everybody that asks me that, I think you have my favorite boots on the indies right now. Those cowboy boot style Austin Hall boots. You know.
Heck yeah. Yeah, that's everybody's a fan
nerd.
of the boots. That was definitely to distract from, my actual skills. I got the boots.
Hey, I think that was Dusty's strategy
distraction.
too.
Yeah, that was Dusty's strategy too.
That's what I'm going for. I just punch people. Sometimes I kick people. I don't really got a lot of cool stuff to do yet because I'm just starting. But
well, yeah.
So I need the cover up for now.
Yeah. So how did you find your way to 0-1?
This Jared Shannon guy's picking on me again in the chat.
No, he's not a fan of me either.
Oh, he's picking on me again. He says he's Team Justin Poole. He's on your side. Yeah. I'm a false journalist, apparently.
Now, to be fair, you never said you were a journalist, Minderz.
No, I've never said I'm a journalist. I can't be that impartial in order to be a journalist.
No, you cannot. If somebody asks you to rip Jimmy Carrot, you just tell them to F off and.
Yeah, basically, ain't gonna happen.
No. So Justin, how did you find your way to 0-1 coming out of Orton School? Because you was it some affiliation with the Forge guys, like working with them a little bit?
No, I am mainly a St. Louis Anarchy guy. Okay. I've been a fan of St. Louis Anarchy since day one. Actually, every single one of their first shows for probably 7 or 8 years I was at. And so once I started finally training to be a pro wrestler, of course, St. Louis Anarchy is where I wanted to wrestle the most. And I've been doing the pre-show setup kind of stuff, trying to work my way onto the card. And that's where I met some of the 0-1 people who were trying to do the same thing.
Right.
Sure.
Namely, Jacques Kennedy. They were my my second tag partner in my career.
I have a lot of respect for Jacques. I respect Jacques. I may not like Jacques, but I respect Jacques. So
that was also my first match at 0-1, and Jacques knocked the heck out of me.
They do that. No. They do that.
Yeah, Minderz doesn't like Jacques because what Jacques did to Jimmy Carrot a few months ago.
That makes sense.
So
yeah,
Minderz holds grudges. I don't know if you know that.
They ripped Jimmy's shoulder up, so I wasn't very happy with Jacques.
No.
Not at all. Then he paid. Then Jacques paid off BA. So
No, that makes it sound so unseemly. He hired BA.
Paid off BA. Anyway,
that makes it sound shady.
Everybody's got to make money.
Right. I guess. Go ahead, Mark.
So, from just the few messages we've sent back and forth, it seems like you're kind of making the rounds to a lot of the indies down St. Louis area, along with doing 0-1. So, what are some of the other places you've been going to?
I'm trying to get in anywhere somebody will let me fight. New Genesis Wrestling, who mostly run in Mascoutah, though this Saturday we're in Jeff, Illinois for a fundraiser show. They gave me my first shot, my first actual match, and I've done a few things there. That's where I've had my most matches. And then Illinois Elite Wrestling, I've been there as well. This past Saturday, I made my debut at MMWA in South Broadway Athletic Club in St. Louis. Then I did the Grandel Wrestling Battle Royal at STL vs. the World 2. That was super dope. I think that's about all of them so far.
To say, he was
Okay.
talking about Anarchy earlier, and Anarchy is where I figured out who Gary J was. So, because Gary J is one of the pillars down there, and yeah,
Oh yeah, he's one of my favorites. I've been
love
a
Gary
fan of
J.
him since day one for sure.
He was, yep.
Plus, he likes cats, so
Well, yeah,
you know.
Mark's on the. He likes cats, so it's fine.
I'm a cat guy, so he's got the toughest
We might-
beard in the business, Gary J.
I say, is Noodles going to join us at some point? The kayfabe
She
kitty.
may. Usually, she gives me my cue when it's time to wrap up the show, but I haven't seen her yet. So,
Yeah, my cat Dio's running around somewhere. He'll probably try to make an appearance.
Dio,
Yeah.
great name. But, 13-year anniversary this week when Dio passed. So, just
Always a sad one.
damn shame. Oh yeah. So,
Okay, do
don't
you
think
see
we need
this
to-
one comment? We need to talk about this
Let's
one
see.
comment because there's a comment that it
Okay, let
goes
me
through a
put this
bunch
up.
of different. Yeah, put that one up.
okay, so Randall booed Justin, IEW booed Justin. So he's going through all the companies. Where
He's
he
going through
booed
each one and
or
which one
cheered.
you're booed
Oh,
and
okay.
cheered at.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Oh,
I won him
AJ's
over, I
got his
guess.
cat sitting there. Sometimes it's a slow burn, but you never know. So I don't think we need to guess where the King of Thrash name came from with you. I mean, from everything I've seen from you, you're a metal guy from
Oh, yeah.
going way back.
Yeah, always. Yeah,
And,
I probably my third grade picture. I'm in a Metallica shirt.
Nice.
And I'm the singer of a thrash band. So it actually started as like I used to kind of be a jerk on stage to people as the King of Thrash was the joke, and kind of talk trash to everybody in the audience to get them riled up. And then naturally that just kind of led me to the wrestling thing.
I'll say this is heel
now,
101. So
Now I'm nice though.
yeah. Yep.
Hey, David.
David on the spot.
He has a band also.
Thank you, David.
Heck yeah. River Sharks.
David's our River Sharks. Cool. We'll have to keep an eye out for that.
That's actually my theme. Well, in 01, I use Master of Puppets, but in other places, I have my own theme music for my band.
Well, there you go.
Nice.
Because we're just that cool.
Okay, we've got a question.
Right. We got a question for you here. The aforementioned
Sick.
Jared Shannon. What is Justin's summer goal, either wrestling wise or something he wants to do outside of wrestling?
Summer goal is to get back on an Anarchy show, to win at the Anarchy pre-show so that I can be on the main roster, to win matches to get onto the 01 main roster. And then my other summer goal is to beat up Chris Cade at New Genesis Wrestling because he keeps screwing me over. Outside of wrestling, my band is going into the studio actually next Thursday, I think.
Oh, wow.
And so to, finish our new recordings and get them online. Oh, there's Chris, that son of a gun.
Yeah.
Chris, also a student of Cowboy Bob Orton and Dr. Tom Pritchard.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So yeah, I got my work cut out for me this Saturday.
Little bit.
Sure.
I saw we actually had a band play for the show, and I think we did it 2 other times. Okay.
River Sharks will play 01 for free.
Hey,
It's actually
David,
kind
you
of fun
heard
to
it
have a
here.
band. I say it's actually kind of fun to
Yeah.
have a band at a wrestling show. I've been to a couple, and it's been a blast.
Yeah,
Heck yeah.
yeah. Even if it's Fozzy.
That was actually my high school metal band played before some of the LWA shows before they became St. Louis Anarchy.
Oh, wow. That's really cool.
Nice.
It's a lot of fun.
Now, so guitar player, singer, what do you do on the,
I'm the
in
singer.
band? Nice.
Well,
nice.
frontman's a better term for it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm a guitar guy. I'm not much of a singer, but it's one of those things. If I could do a Motorhead tribute band around here, I would be thrilled. But
Hell
it's
yeah.
hard finding the people sometimes around here.
Yeah, especially they can keep up with those.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I could get the beard for Fergamy. I don't have the hair for it though. Got another question for you here. Is Cowboy Bob fun to train with, or is he strict?
I definitely wouldn't say that he's strict. He's serious, but also tons of fun and, always telling you random stories about ridiculously famous wrestlers that, you shouldn't really have access to. And
Right.
then Also, just he's got a great sense of humor, so he's good at keeping things light. Like nobody ever really had a bad time whenever Bob was around at Ace, for sure.
Yeah. Did he
And
have a lot
that's
of
nice
Piper
when-
stories?
Oh, yeah.
Can you
sheep
share
stories,
any
too.
of them?
Mostly sheep stories.
Oh, Sheiky
Oh,
stories.
I don't think that he would like it if I shared them.
If I could get Iron Sheik on our other podcast, like our general wrestling podcast, that would be so fun. But I don't think it's ever going to happen.
Probably not.
That's a list of a lot of people like that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a soft spot for the Ortons because, speaking of which, there's another question. Does he ever tell you anything about Randy? I don't know. Does he come up a lot?
Not really,
when
no.
You guys are trained?
Well, I haven't been there for about a year now, so I definitely haven't heard anything recent. But at the time, no, he didn't really ever talk about wrestling, current wrestling, really. He told us that he has a guy who literally sends him a videotape of whatever Randy did for that like month, and he just watches that one time, and that's really all he watches anymore.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, fun fact, Minderz and I were both at Randy's first TV match, but like separately. We didn't know each other then.
We didn't know each other
But-
then.
Nice.
In the Peoria Civic Center, he wrestled Bob Holly on SmackDown in 2002, and that was a big breakout. So it's
So far.
I've always been fond of the Ortons going way back.
Oh yeah, they're definitely rad.
Definitely. Yeah. All right, so I've been making the rounds in Edgewood here and there. Are you planning on being back up there anytime soon in the next?
June 24th at the Saturday Night Explosion show. I will definitely be there that night.
Very nice. We will.
Other than that, Thursdays are kind of rough because they are a River Sharks night. Normally, we're recording on a Thursday, so that's why it's always been kind of hard for me to come up for the Thursday shows.
Okay. Yeah,
Understandable.
I definitely get that. I definitely understand that. Band practices get in the way of podcasts sometimes, so I'm with you. And you told me you were working with Tony Esteem on that show. Is that right? What you were telling me?
That's what I've heard so far. I don't know if that's confirmed or for sure the deal, but that's what they're saying.
That's the rumor that's been going. That's the rumor that's been going around. But that's another guy I'm not real familiar with. Again,
he's
kind
definitely
of
a pretty big name around St. Louis. He's been a tag champ a bunch of times at Dynamo, a few other places. He's had a pretty long career. He's also a guy that's involved in the music business as well, which is where we kind of crossed paths before either one of us was doing wrestling.
Okay.
He's actually a big time concert promoter in St. Louis.
Oh, wow. Cool. I know St. Louis is a huge music town also, not just for rock, but jazz, blues, all that kind of stuff. So that's got to be awesome to be in that area, just if you're playing music.
For sure. That's actually also how I worked my way onto the Grandel show, the STL versus the World show. Is the promoter of that show is also a concert promoter in St. Louis that I've previously, worked with in the music business.
It's always nice to have friends.
Yeah, absolutely. So, is it common for like a concert promoter to also get into wrestling, fight promoting in general?
As far as I know, Joey and Tony, they are the only two I really know that have done it in this area anyway. But I would think it makes sense. I'm sure, Billy Corrigan, he's involved in the music business and then was like, now I'm a promoter.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, right.
I mean, concerts and music, wrestling stuff all have the same deal.
Yeah. Hey, Justin, we have a visitor calling in here. Speak of the devil, Tony Esteem. How are you, sir?
What's going on, y'all? How's everybody doing this evening?
Great.
Pretty
Not
good.
Too bad.
Fantastic. I just caught the last little bit of that conversation. I heard a Billy Corgan name drop there.
Yeah, definitely.
Uncle Billy.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you guys talking about wrestling?
We are talking about wrestling.
Anything in particular?
Well,
we've been talking to Justin. Go ahead, Mark.
Right. You actually just came up. We were talking about some of Justin's upcoming matches. He said something about he might have something going with you here in about a month.
Indeed.
up here. So
Yeah, he sure does. He's got a big old problem. It's getting ready to happen on the 24th. I am going to be making my 0-1 debut. And for those of you that don't know me, I've been around a minute. I've held some gold. And Justin and I go way back. So I figured, you know, what a better way to
Are we going Kanye?
it's kind of
He's not
cutting in
on.
and out a little bit.
This
there.
always happens.
Oh, yeah.
Now is he back? I think we got him back, I think.
Oh, yeah, we're having some audio issues there.
Yeah, it's kind of par for the course on this show. Somebody's always having issues, but it's all good.
All right. Well, I don't know where I got cut off, but, you know, I'm making my 0-1 debut. I've known Mr. Thrash for a lot of years, and I feel like, you know, you've got a lot in common. Proved a lot in this business, and yeah, just looking forward to throwing down.
So how do you feel about that,
Alright,
Justin?
yeah.
I'm super stoked.
Good.
I mean, anytime I get to do something cool in wrestling, you know, I'm pumped about it. I like to fight just about anyone that wants to fight me.
Yeah, that's a good attitude to have there. And
Yeah.
Tony, I'm going to be honest. I don't know a whole lot about you, Tony. I've never really seen your work in the ring there. So for the people that are watching, how would you describe your style? When
Sure.
wrestling?
I'm a brawler. I'm a brawler through and through. That's what I do. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to beat his ass. That's what I do. You know, I've held gold in and around St. Louis with multiple other federations. You know, I'm just ready to come in, show 0-1 what I got. And, you know, like I said, me and Mr. Thrash, we go way back. We both came from the music world. We both spent a lot of time in the St. Louis scene. We've definitely been around each other a bit. And, you know, like I said, he's got a lot to prove. And I'm not just going to be a roadblock. I'm gonna stop this whole entire train. So let's do it.
Oh, hey, Mark, like I say, friends hit friends harder than you hit your enemies. You hit your
This is very
friends
true.
harder. David. Oh, boy. But
Well, I gotta say this: if you're as tough as your beard makes it appear you are, sir, that's gonna be a heck of a match, and I'm looking forward to it.
All day.
Chris Cade,
All day. Right here. The beard, baby.
Yeah.
The beard, baby.
so it looks like Chris Cade's trying to pick some fights still with you in there, too, Justin.
A lot of people
Yeah,
seem
he
to got a
keeps
lot
up
of problems with me. I don't really know what that's about. I mean,
I know
I think
you
maybe I'm
seem
really
delightful.
handsome and people don't like that.
Oh yeah. What's Chris saying? What's going on with Chris Cade?
Well, Chris says
Oh.
that he's going to be derailed this Saturday. That he's going to derail Justin this Saturday.
All right. So he's going to derail the train before I even see him on the 24th. Okay. Well, looks like you got a challenge in front of you, Mr. Poole.
I got quite a few challenges coming up, but I'm ready for all of them.
There you go. He called
Go
me
ahead
out a
and
few
read
weeks
that
ago
one,
and
Mark.
has his wish. Chris Cade says he called me out a few weeks ago and has his wish this Saturday. So that pretty much sums it up, I'd say.
Yeah, I'm going to knock the hell out of him too.
Yeah.
Mark, what do we call it? A hoss fight.
Hoss fight. Yes. We love our hoss fights.
We love hoss fights.
Yeah.
Well,
Hoss
Justin-
fights draw money. It's on a t-shirt.
Justin and I have shared the ring one time before, but we were allies. So this time we're gonna throw down, and I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna be ready to fight. I'm gonna put the fireworks off before the fireworks happen. It's gonna be great. It's on the 24th. Don't miss it. You know, I represent the Arch City Mercenaries, 3-time tag champs, but this is gonna be a singles fight. This is gonna be personal, and let's throw down, man. Let's have some fun.
Hell yeah.
I'm excited for this, Mark. I don't know about you,
Oh
but
yeah,
I'm
this is.
excited to see this.
Oh, I am. Yeah, I can't wait to see this. This is gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be a fun show all around. How they're doing that on the 24th.
Absolutely.
But yeah, yeah. I think
All right.
so far yours is the only match that's been confirmed so far for that night. So I'm waiting to see what else is announced. But it should be a heck of a night. So
We're going to steal the show. You
There
heard
you
it
go.
here first.
There you go.
Knowing the owners of 01 and having worked with them previously, I'm sure it's going to be a dynamite show. I'm excited. All y'all should come out. It's a free show, I think. Fireworks. It's going to be great. It's going to be good. We're going to throw it down. I don't care if we're first. I don't care if we're in the middle. I don't care if we're last. We're going to get out there. We're going to do it. We're going to do it, brother. It's going to be great.
You can steal the show no matter where you're at. So
that's right.
It doesn't matter where you're
Don't
at.
matter.
Nope.
Don't matter. If you ain't first, you're last.
Yep.
All right, y'all. Well, I wanted to pop in real quick and say hi, but I got to run. It's good talking to you guys. Let's do it on the 24th, brother. And y'all have a good evening.
We'll see you then.
Hell yeah.
all right.
Sounds
Later.
good.
All right. See you later.
Well, that was fun.
So that
I like new
that was an
people. It's
interesting
great.
wrinkle. Yeah. Now, usually when somebody Zoom bombs this, I get in trouble with you, Minderz, because I'm instigating or stirring the pot or something. But this one was a pleasant.
No, this
thing.
was fine.
It's
not. This one was fine. This one didn't bother me at all.
CMC takes things personally, and then all of a sudden he hates me. But it is what it is.
I think.
Then he breaks Minder's foot. It's a whole thing.
He did not break my foot.
Man, that's what
Really, I have photo evidence that says otherwise. See?
No, he didn't break my foot. I broke my foot. But BA's messing with the X-ray machine.
Right. It could be his lackeys. He's got the backup now. So,
hey,
we'll get into that later on, though.
Yeah, we'll get into that later.
As we're kind of winding down, is there anything else you want to throw out there before we let you go?
Let's see. What do I want to throw out there? Well, Tony Esteem's coming down on June 24th. He wants to fight. Mm-hmm. We're going to have a fight. I've only won one time at 0-1, so I would really like to win. So I don't think that I'm going to resort to cheating just yet, but I might choke him a little bit.
Just a
little bit. Because I'm starting to kind of get mad about people poking me in the eye and kicking me between the legs and all these other nonsense things that keep happening to me at 0-1. Oh, specifically, that reminds me. I want to call out the O'Neill brothers right now. I can't stand the O'Neill brothers, and I will take any person in the 0-1 locker room, though preferably LDLC, as my partner, and I want a match with the O'Neill brothers at 0-1 because they keep sticking their noses in my business, and every time we get involved with each other, it's the two of them jumping me from behind or something. Then they're throwing me to Jabari King, and I'm getting eliminated from Grandel Battle Royal, so I don't get my shot at the Glory Pro title. Then they also cheated me and Jacques at St. Louis Anarchy. Then they cheated me out of a tag team title shot at 0-1. So, O'Neill brothers, I really want to punch you in the face. If anybody can make that happen anywhere in America, I would like to do that.
Well, the boss is in the chat, so he's listening. So we might be able to make that happen. We tend to make things happen on this show.
We tend to make things happen on this show. It's crazy how it works, but we tend to make things happen.
We got a little juice. But that's something I would be down to see that because those are a couple of tough dudes, and then you seem like, as you said, you're more than willing to punch people in the face. So it should be a fun match.
I mean, everybody tells me how big and bad they are, but I'm just as big as both of them. So give me a partner, and I'll knock them out.
Yeah, as I say, the only thing different is there's one of you, two of them. So yeah, if you can get a partner in there. And there's plenty of big hosses in 0-1 that you can choose from on the off chance DLC is unavailable.
What about Myron?
He'd be a good choice too.
That'd be a good choice.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if I trust the whole I don't want to be with the Forge people against the Forge people. I feel like that's setting myself up to get jumped.
I can understand
That's a good point.
That's a
Well,
good
I'll
point.
just throw this out there. 5-star Jesse J's been down there quite a bit, and
Love
he,
5-star.
I think he'd make for a very capable partner.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And he's been having some issues with some people down there too. So I think it's about time.
Namely, Forge people.
And this is something that you're not going to hear Mindy say very often. But he's 5-star Jesse J to me now. For a long time,
wow, he got the 5th star.
He finally got the 5th star.
Heck yeah.
So
Yeah.
he is now 5-star
he
Jesse
also-
J.
Yeah, once he gets through his ATM business, then you never know. Oh, hey,
Yeah.
there's somebody throwing. What about Jesse Reigns? They
there's
call him
Jesse
the Brawler.
That'll work too. He's a nasty brawler too.
Yep. That'd be fun. So, or
take
Stetson
anyone.
Winner.
Yeah.
Yeah, just gotta kind of watch your back if that. Just don't pick CMC. He's a liability at best.
I'm kind of figuring out who I can trust and who I can't.
Didn't CMC help win War Games?
He almost killed poor Marvin by making him go up on top of the cage.
What? Okay, wait.
He's-
Chris is making some more comments here. We got Chris Cade still in
here we go. Make sure you get some training in the next few days. You're gonna need it.
See, Chris thinks that because he checks in every time he goes to the gym and I don't, that I'm not in the gym, but I'm obviously in the gym, Chris. So Saturday, I'll see you there. I know you're bigger than me and I know you're more experienced than me, but I got news for you, bud. I'm going to punch you in the nose.
But hey, Mark, don't you say
5-star.
any given Sunday? Any given Sunday.
What's it? Any given Sunday. That's right.
I know it's a Saturday, so we'll say even get any given Saturday. But yeah.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
just need 3 seconds.
That's all you need.
That's right.
That's it.
That's right.
Well, depending on who the ref is.
That's true.
Yeah,
Sometimes
actually, I
I
probably
need
need
4.
about 5.
Oh shoot. Well, Justin, it's been great talking to you, and
Yes.
we hope you can come back on the show whenever you want to get a chance. You can let us know ahead of time. We'd be more than happy to have you back.
That sounds
Especially,
good to me.
wouldn't be too bad having him back on after that show in
heck no.
Edgewood.
Yeah, definitely.
Hell yeah, I'm down.
Sounds
All
good.
right.
We'll figure it out.
Cool.
Awesome. Thank you guys for having me on. I had a blast.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Come back anytime.
Awesome.
All right.
All right.
All
Thanks,
right.
Justin. That was fun.
He's a cool guy. Plus, it's
Chris,
weird having
Chris
a guest
Cade made a
who's
comment after. Did you put that one up yet?
not getting those 3 seconds. Sorry, bud. Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm kind of if I wasn't working, I might have considered going down and checking that match out.
Right?
But I have to work this weekend, so I'm not available. But one of these days, I want to go check out some of that St. Louis wrestling down there, Glory Pro, Anarchy, all that kind of stuff.
I've been wanting to go to Anarchy for a while, and just funds and timing have always been off. So we'll see what happens. I'm hoping I want to go down this summer. Well, we'll see how that works out. But
yeah.
All right, Mark, are we getting into last week's Thursday Night Throwdown?
Let's get into it because a lot to talk about. Number one, we had, I don't know if you'd call it a disgruntled promo from Joey O'Reilly when he came out
I'm
with,
not sure what you would
with
call
Big
it.
Man Shane.
He came out with
a lot
Shane.
of things to think about. He wasn't wearing the typical low life attire. He was kind of so he was kind of embracing the Irish a little bit with the orange and green. And he had some interesting comments before his match with Jesse Reigns, talking about how he technically wasn't pinned because Tony was on top of him and not Marvin.
Yeah, he said that.
Yeah.
Dallas just keeps getting hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I messed with Dallas too much, but okay.
No, I wouldn't. He even took a shot at Jordan, which surprised me because I always thought those two guys were tight. Talking about his knees and carried him for 5 years. I think it might be Joey was just really pissed off after War Games.
I'm thinking that's probably what it is that he's just upset because 0-1-1. So
Joey's a hothead sometimes.
He can
which
be.
is it's true. I mean, it's the red hair. he's a fiery heel, But took it out on poor Jesse Reigns last week.
Yeah.
Yep. And he
Just
said he was in a bad mood. He did his promo.
yeah,
It's
he did. But when he
yes.
says that Chan's the only one doing something right, I just tend to
Oh,
question where his head was.
now to be fair, Chan did nothing wrong. The only thing he did
Well,
wrong was he didn't win the Battle Royal. But
yeah.
you only
Well,
have so
yeah, he
much
was the
control
first
over
one
that.
eliminated. I think Joey was
Well,
expecting him to go a little longer than the first elimination.
Well, he got
See, I
ganged up
wondered
on.
about that.
Jesse Reigns, there's a crack in the low lives, he says. It's you never know. I mean, Joey could be in a bad mood, but like we said, we don't know Dallas well enough to know how far you can push Dallas.
That's true.
You know,
But well, I'm gonna switch it up on you here, Mark. I know we talked the low lives here for a
okay,
little bit, but
okay.
I'm switching it over to the Eli and Theo versus DC Black.
Oh yes, that was an odd
There was a
pairing, Eli
lot of
and
stuff
Theo.
going on there.
Yes.
Yeah. I have a feeling that
Jesse, now he's not wrong. He didn't have to use that chair.
he didn't, but he did. So
let's low
I
life's
guess
doing low life things,
yeah, unfortunately.
or
But
if you will, Joey doing Joey things.
could. But yeah,
All right, let's
I
get
was
back to
Theo and Eli. How do you feel about this? I don't hate it, actually.
no. It's we've been talking about Eli and how well he's been doing, how improved he is for pretty much since the start of this podcast.
Yes.
And I mean, he won the War Rumble. He's getting some momentum. Had a nice little match with Joey a couple weeks ago before War Games. Theo has a chip on his shoulder the size of Mount Rushmore right now.
In my opinion,
For
he's
any
earned
number
it.
of reasons. No, I'm
He's
not saying
kinda
he
earned
hasn't,
it.
but I'm not saying he hasn't. I mean, he had the match with Camaro a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Held his own. He did a really good job with Camaro when I'm sure a lot of people might have expected Camaro to kind of run through him, but that did not happen.
Yeah.
But
That was a lot of fun.
yeah,
That match was a lot of fun.
yeah. With all due respect to Jimmy Carrot, Theo and Eli as a team was kind of a powder keg waiting to explode there. Last week.
A little bit.
Yeah, at the end, Theo finally, I guess, I don't know his mentality. I guess he had enough of Eli
He
trying
had
to
finally
tag in
had
and out.
enough. They had finally had enough. Oh,
Right.
wow. Yeah, the spear.
Yeah.
The spear
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
Theo.
Almost speared him out of his boots.
No kidding. And he's gotten so much better at that spear as we've watched him grow. Like since you and I started going back in January. That spear
that's the
now
thing I love about the
great.
Edgewood shows. Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing I love about Edge was watching these guys improve every week as they're learning. Because remember, a lot of these guys are trainees. I mean, they get Eli and Jacques, and Connolly is coming in tomorrow. It's some of the regular talent, but we're watching these guys progress as they're training and getting that ring time in front of a live crowd, and you're seeing an improvement you're seeing a lot of improvement in all of them, pretty much.
Yeah. Oh yes. There's been a lot of improvement.
Jesse Reigns, that spear
sure
hurts.
It does.
I'm sure it does. I will take everyone's word for it. I do not want to experience that. So loud in person, David says.
Yeah, I can see that.
Hey, that bumping on that ring is loud anyway.
It is.
But
yeah.
But when you're getting speared by a 50-pound guy full speed, that just amps it up even more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about your buddy B.A. Malkin Minderz.
He's not my buddy.
Because, well, he's got buddies now. He's not only does he have the estimable Notchan Unsmith Esquire as his legal counsel. Apparently, from the looks of it, he's got a.
Yeah, I need to have talks with Mr.
Got
Fullerton.
Yeah, Eric Fullerton is his new bodyguard.
Apparently, I don't know. It didn't seem
Used to
like.
be a football
Oh,
player, David. I believe you.
I do too.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know why BA thinks he needs a bodyguard. If he's such a big bad champion, why does he need a bodyguard?
Well, I think it was. I don't think he was expecting it. I think Derek kind of sprung it on him. Just said, "Hey, I'll just come help you," because there seems to be a real pissing contest between Derek and Not Chan over who's going to be the right hand guy.
Yeah. And I hope they get that figured out, because keep the pissing contest going, because maybe that will distract BA and he'll lose that title.
Well, I don't know if you noticed this, Minderz, but over the entire show last Thursday, and I watched it on Patreon this afternoon before we went
Oh,
on
I
the
did
air.
too.
Every time one of the champions came out for a match, whether it was Joey or Jacques or BA, who was always hovering around?
I was going to point that out too, that Mr. Devante was hovering
right.
around, whether it be at the top or down by the ring. So
He's waving
I like
waving that
how
briefcase like the
I
waving the
like how
briefcase
he's
like the
doing
sword
this,
of
though.
Damocles.
I like how he's doing this,
Yeah, he's
though,
not
and
showing
not
his hand.
showing his hand on who he's thinking about. So I'm. The only thing is, I know we'll have to wait and see. Maybe come June, see if he brings that one back out whenever the tag champs are around too. So we'll have to see.
He may.
Oh, he was just enjoying the show, because speak of him, he's in the chat.
Oh, look at that. Just enjoying. Well, you had the best seat in the house up on the catwalk up there, watching some of those matches. Did. So,
but
also,
I'm
not for
actually
nothing.
kind of surprised. I'm surprised he didn't maybe go after BA, because BA kind of got his bell rung a little bit by Hippie Johnny. So
yeah. Well, you got to pick your spots, and
well, especially with Fullerton helping him out on the outside of the ring.
Right. And you never know. Maybe Not Chan has a clause in BA's contract where he can only defend the belt once a show. He's a wheeler and dealer in the boardroom, from what I hear. Well, Not Chan on Smith.
Devante, I get a free one from him. Beat him twice. There you go.
Well, his logic is not unsound.
No, it's not unsound. It's not. No. Not at all.
Well, I told you what I want to see happen, but like I said, that's
are you putting
pie in the sky thinking. I don't know if I should put it out there.
Hook up with us, Devante. Hook up with us later. We've got some ideas. Come have a little chit chat
we make things happen.
See what we want your opinion before we start saying these things.
Well, it's funny you say that, Jesse J. Devante is next up. Look at that. So getting a vote of confidence from 5-star there.
Hey, 5-star held his own against Jacques.
And
that
ATM.
That was a good match. And I wondered how much ATM was gonna. I mean, we know ATM did mess with him, but I don't know. 5-star's kind of growing on me. I'm kind of digging what he's doing. So
yeah, we're seeing kind of a different side of the 5-star there. Oh,
now, Suzanne, I don't know if you caught it earlier, but you know what? He was that low with me when we first started all this, but you know what? I think maybe he might be learning his lesson. He's 5-star. He's going to be 5-star to me now. And it took a while for him to earn his way up there.
Yeah. If DLC's listening, Cinco Estrellas.
There you go.
in Mexican. Even Jesse's saying 5-star. Now, I guess the big test is the glitch. What the glitch is going to say.
Yeah, but let's wait and see.
That was always the back and forth in our archives. Is always him and Jesse going back and forth. But
yeah.
But now Jesse, he's got quite a problem on his hands with the ATM after the last few weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
see?
Look at that. Yep.
See?
Look at that. The Grinch's heart grew 3 sizes.
Maybe Jared will get off my back. Now maybe Jared will get off my back.
Maybe. Remains to be seen.
Hey, Mark, do we have? I know we didn't go through all of the matches, but we hit the main ones. Except
the high spots.
There's one we didn't talk about. Anakin Murphy versus Chris Exodus.
Yes, Chris's debut, I believe. There were a couple of debuts on that show we should get into probably.
Glitch, you're
Isaiah Johnson, I
killing
think that was
me.
his first. Was that the?
Glitch still has him at 1 star.
Oh, good. Well, Glitch is a tough nut to crack.
That's true. But yeah, we've got a couple people that showed up that I really want to see in person, and not just on
Yeah,
Patreon.
I'm with you. Well, let's start with Chris Exodus. He had a match with Anakin Murphy on last Thursday. Really fun match, awesome.
Yes.
Very fluid in the ring is young Exodus. Uh, got the cool moves and everything. One with the roll up. I think Anakin might have taken him a little lightly.
I think
Possibly.
Anakin might have. I think Chris caught Anakin off guard a little bit. Although Anakin's usually always prepared. So you
True.
know I'm an Anakin fan. I've been an Anakin fan
I know. Well,
for a while.
you know,
so.
I think he's actually going to be with us next Wednesday on the shootout.
Oh, super exciting.
I'm going to confirm after we're done,
next
but
Wednesday.
we got a few guest announcements coming up that I'm going to get into. But
and then we need to talk
later on.
Isaiah Johnson.
Isaiah Johnson had the match with Johnny Banks.
Yes.
The Money Man.
Got another big man coming in. Your Haas fights are going to just keep happening, Mark.
Yeah, my vision. I haven't got my new contacts in yet. So when I was watching that show on my TV, when Isaiah came out with his sledgehammer, I honestly thought for a second it was a plunger until I looked a little harder and I saw it was a sledgehammer.
He's
which
not
makes more
Moxley.
Sense.
He's not Moxley.
That's yeah. It's true.
Sorry.
Oh,
but yeah,
I'm on a corny tangent every now and then.
Every once in a while. I'm looking forward to seeing Isaiah and Chris both in Chris Exodus in live. I'm really looking forward to seeing what they can do in person.
I agree. There's a lot of guys I want to see both of them go up against, and not only in Edgewood, but in 0-1 in general.
Right.
Like, give me an Isaiah Theo match. I mean, there's a Haas fight.
We could have that at Edgewood or 0-1. We could have that one at either one because it's all one the same when it comes to those two. So
Myron is another guy that I'd like to see him with.
Yep.
Then I need to see a little bit more of Isaiah before I throw him a Connolly or Camaro.
Yeah, not quite there yet.
I need to see a little bit more on him, but I was impressed by what I saw from last week.
Yes.
And then and same deal with Chris. A lot of energetic people you could put him in there with. He could theoretically be a challenger for Victor one of these days. You never know.
That was actually who came to mind for me. But I do want to see some more of what he can do before he gets thrown in there with Victor. But, the other one I kind of like to see Chris go against or partner up with possibly once Eli handles his business with Theo.
Yeah. Actually, that crossed my mind also. That could be interesting.
We didn't even discuss this beforehand. This is all shooting from the head.
All off the cuff.
We tend to have
great
similar
minds think
thoughts.
alike, Minderz.
Sometimes.
Yes. So
sometimes.
We talked about last Thursday. Let's talk about this coming show tomorrow night, Minderz, because we got a pretty stacked card on this one too.
Yep. Let's run through the card. You have the picture.
Let's run through this here. I got them all. So I got all. I think we have 7 matches.
So everything that's announced.
7 matches for tomorrow. Yeah. All right. So first up, we've got a 3-way dance. We got Myron Damone, LDLC, and IP Mason.
IP Freely.
IP Booty, according to the 0-1 fans.
Yeah.
That old IP murdered Myron's phone after Myron's match on Thursday.
Yeah,
and that's not cool. Those phones are expensive. So,
yeah.
Hopefully Myron was due for an upgrade.
Hopefully.
You never know.
Fingers crossed.
Maybe his contract was up. Yeah.
I'm going to offer LDLC a little bit of advice. Pick your spot.
Okay.
Pick your spot.
Yes. I don't know how you say that in Spanish, so he'd understand.
Yeah, I need to figure that out.
Pico el spato.
There you go. We have no idea. But
that's probably horribly inappropriate, but
yeah. But pick your spot.
He's got to pick his spots. Paul
Definitely.
Heyman used to call it be abusive yet elusive.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, you don't want to get caught in the crosshairs with either one of those
No.
guys.
No.
I mean,
Let's
although
not do that.
DLC got the win on Mason Thursday though, so
Yeah. DLC
had a
did.
little help from Myron with the distraction, but
A little bit.
uh,
But that's
pick
okay.
me a winner, Minderz. Mason, Myron, DLC. Who wins?
I like Myron. I like DLC, but I'm gonna go with Myron.
Now, see, I'm gonna
'Cause I
go with
can't
IP.
stand
I think
IP.
he's got trick. I think he's got some tricks up his sleeve, so I'm gonna pick IP Mason to take this one.
Okay.
I have an idea for a match: IP versus the Glitch.
There. Okay. Didn't wait.
They can almost
Oh
be a
no, we
tag
had
team.
could almost be a tag team. But what's
Yeah.
our next match,
Yeah.
Mark?
So, all right. Next match on here, we've got DC Black against Nixie XS and Kevin Hrabowski, who I'm not real familiar with. Minderz, you may need to
I'm
help me
not
out with
either.
him.
I can't help you out with him because I have no idea who he is either. But I have
Good seeing
seen
Nixie back though.
Yes, I'm excited to see Nixie back.
Yes.
But again, I'll pick my winner. I'm going with DC Black. And
I
I'm
agree. I mean,
not disappointed by it, but I don't know what type of tag team partnership Nixie XS and Kevin have had. So yeah, I'm gonna go DC Black. I thought it had already happened. I think that was the week
that's
I was
probably one
down
of
there that you weren't.
Okay, that's why I don't remember because I didn't see it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I thought that had happened. I was like,
Apologies.
wait a minute. But no,
I'm with you. I'm picking DC Black to win this one also.
we gotta
Number one,
stick with our
Devontae is just on
homeboys.
a roll in general.
See, Devontae agrees with us, so that's all that really matters.
Yeah,
He
we know
said it's a
what's
good
up.
choice. We know
Yes. We are people with discerning taste and
because I'm
analytical
sure
thinking.
he's gonna have that briefcase walking around with him at
Oh,
that show too.
I'm sure.
So I'm sure he
'Cause,
doesn't
yeah, he had
put
it
it
with
down
him
too much.
on last week. He
Last Thursday,
carried it down to the ring with him.
Sure did.
All right. Next up, Minderz, we've got the aforementioned Anakin Murphy versus the aforementioned 5-star Jesse J. This is going to be fun. This is going to be a really good match, I think.
I will agree with you. Mark, you're going to have to pick a winner on this one because I can't.
Oh, man.
I really want both of them. I want both of them to get a win. I do. And I never say that about 5-star. And I really would like to see him win. But
I honestly, if ATM is not there, because if he is, he's going to do something to screw with Jesse.
right.
I could see this going the time because it's only a 6-7 minute time limit.
Usually 7, yeah, around 7.
I'm making a bold prediction that this is going to go the time limit.
All right.
I know it's kind of
okay
a cop
with
out,
that.
but
because
we don't get that very often.
No, you don't. In fact, I have only seen that happen once. I've only seen it go once. You haven't. Well, you would have seen it on
wasn't
Zero.
when I was at.
It was not. It would have been one that you would have caught on YouTube.
Patron.
Because it was no, this one would have been YouTube because this was before Patron. So
okay.
The only one I've ever seen go the time limit was Jake Lander and Jimmy Carrot in the ladder match. That was their second match, and we never got a winner for our best of 3. So, and then COVID hit.
It's unusual to have a time limit on a ladder match.
Yeah. Well, it was just the 2 of them. It was just a 1-on-1. So, actually,
it was pinfall.
No, it wasn't a ladder match. They brought the ladder into it later.
Okay. So just like
it went to time limit. Match. Then they gave them 5 more minutes, and they went those 5 minutes. It was like almost a 30-minute match.
Wow.
It's one of my favorites.
Well, hey, we heard Jimmy when we talked to him after War Games. He had some really glowing words to say about working with Jake. So
yeah, he enjoys working with Jake. They both
Yes.
take it to the
And we
limit,
enjoy
just like
watching
him
them,
and Cobra do. Yes, very much so.
right?
Well, sometimes, depending
Right.
on
Well,
depending on the match.
or the spot in the match.
Yeah,
When
right?
I don't know what CMC gave Lander to entice him to go up to the top of the cage, and I don't.
You are just
It's
so
just
mean. You're so mean.
well, CMC claims to be the captain of the team. So what happened to Marvin is on CMC because he could have told him, "Don't do that."
Marvin was the one that won it for 0-1. See, CMC was not being selfish and covered. He let Marvin cover.
Well, to be fair, I think Marvin might have been semi-unconscious and not able to get pulled off of the cover.
Okay, you got a point. But you got a
We're getting
point.
off on a tangent, Minderz.
Yeah, we're getting off on a tangent.
Get off my CMC soapbox. But
Please.
next match here, we got.
Oh,
Well,
geez.
it's Hippie Johnny has words for BA and his lackeys. They gotta have.
Okay.
We need a better name for the group than BA and his lackeys. There needs to be.
No, it's perfect. It's perfect. I like it.
About the dream team, maybe.
What could this? Oh, I'm really curious about. Oh, I've got a sign in mind for BA.
Oh no.
Sure do. It might just replace this one.
You're gonna have to tell me off camera,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll tell you
Because I
whether or
want
not
it
you
to be a
should use it or not.
surprise. What? You never check with me whenever you make T-shirts,
Well, my
Mr.
T-shirts
BA
are
all the
great.
way.
Hey, that was just as much an anti-CMC shirt as it was a pro BA shirt.
Exactly. So I didn't like it. You should cleared it with me first.
Hey, I showed you the one that we're in talks of doing for BA yesterday.
Yeah, I know. I don't like it.
Now,
I told you I don't like
yeah.
it.
I'll suffice to say, BA sent me a picture yesterday that he wanted. He asked my opinion if it would look good on a T-shirt, and I
He didn't
said
ask me.
for what he's trying to accomplish, I think it would be perfect for him to have on a T-shirt.
I don't like
But
it.
well, you know why he didn't ask you, because you would have said, "No, it's mean."
No, I wouldn't have said it's mean. I would have said no, it's dumb. Because
Dumb.
then you're gonna put a bullseye on yourself, and it's dumb. You don't put a bullseye on yourself. But hey, you don't want to listen to my warnings. That's fine.
That's true.
I'll enjoy watching whatever happens to you.
So, what's your overall take of BA's entourage now? We got Derek Fullerton's his bodyguard, not Chan Unsmith as his legal counsel.
They need to get their if they're going to be a team, not Chan Unsmith and Fullerton need to figure it out.
I agree.
Because they're bickering outside of the ring.
Yeah, they can't be nitpicking outside. That's just going to distract BA, and that's going to cause something catastrophic to happen. And
it won't be catastrophic. He'll lose the belt, and nobody.
Well, it'll be catastrophic for BA. I mean, belt equals money.
Well, pick a better lawyer then.
Mathematically, he is one of the 6 best wrestlers on the roster right now.
Okay.
Because they're champions.
Now I get it.
Jacques,
I understand.
Premier, BA, and Victor. But that's just my logic.
That's your take.
All right, so we don't have to pick a winner here because it sounds like it's just going to be
glitch in to save the day. Maybe that should be the new one.
Glitch.
No, it's BA and his goon squad. Glitch is in to save the day. I love it.
Glitch.
All right, next match.
He picks the spots like DLC should. Next match, offshoot of that tag team match we were talking about from last week. Eli Wilder versus Theo White.
I really wish I could get down there to see this.
Yeah. Eli's going to have his hands full here.
You know what? I think Theo's going to have his hands full.
Yeah.
Eli's hot right now. He is on fire right now. Yeah.
He's definitely on a roll with the War Rumble. And then like we've been over all the stuff Eli's done earlier in this show. We were talking about him earlier, and
that, and then the fact
it's
that Theo speared him, he's out for revenge.
this is very true. All right, Minderz, pick me a winner here.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna go with Eli.
Okay,
They're both.
just to be different, I'm going Theo.
See, I'm gonna agree with AJ.
Yeah,
AJ's
this is a good
comment.
point.
Eli don't have one bit of quit in him, and it should be a good fight. It should be a great
I
fight.
agree.
Could be the show stealer.
Jesse Reigns picking Eli there.
There you go.
All right. Yeah,
You
so
said
I'm
you're
picking
going Theo. Okay.
Just to be different. Plus, he's a brick house. It's hard.
He is.
It's hard to pick.
I
against him
hate
sometimes.
going against Theo, but I just feel like Eli's just got a little bit more that he's going to want to prove. So.
Well, I have ideas to get Theo to the moon.
Oh, I know you do. I know you do.
Seems like in the chat, Eli is getting all the votes in the comments. So.
Looks like
but
it.
He is beloved by the masses.
Yes, nobody's wilder than him.
That's true. Next match on the card here. Oh, this is going to be a good one. ATM and Chris Exodus.
Yeah.
But
here's the problem. That means ATM's at the show 5 stars out.
Yeah, that's true. So he might be sticking his nose in 5-star business later on in the show.
I say if ATM sticks his nose in 5-star business, 5-star better stick his nose in ATM's business.
Yeah, AJ likes that ATM. I like his style in the ring. He's very athletic. He's getting more confident every time I see him out there.
Yes.
Which shows by the way he's playing with the crowd.
Well, they all are. But yeah.
Yeah.
I'll pick Chris.
ATM's strong.
I like Chris Exodus.
You're picking Exodus?
So I'm going to pick Exodus. I liked what I saw. And you know me, I'm not normally about all the super fluid, some flippy stuff type guys. And I've really liked Chris.
I'm going to pick ATM just because, again, he's one of those guys with a chip on his shoulder. I don't know a lot about Chris Exodus. I don't know if he's got less experience in ATM.
I don't know. From what I seen, though, I was impressed. So I'll go Chris.
Well, so was I.
Yeah.
I definitely was. But yeah, I'm going to go with ATM on this one. And if I'm wrong, I will be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
So that's all I'll say. Let's talk about the main event for tomorrow, Minderz. This is going to be something.
Something?
It's not a title match. It's going to be something.
Oh.
We're going to find out if a Mad Dog can be purified, Minderz, because Mad Dog Connolly is going to take on Jacques Kennedy. And
good luck, Jacques.
Don't let the facade fool you. I think Jacques can go toe to toe with Connolly.
After watching Jacques in some of their previous matches, I think he can. I think they can go toe to toe with Connolly.
Yeah,
and
it's going to be a slobber knocker, to paraphrase the great Jim Ross.
Hey, David, you're in here. Is this title or non-title? We're just curious, and we'll see if we get an answer from him.
I'm assuming non-title, but
I'm assuming non-title, but. And side note,
Connolly has wins. Connolly has wins in Edgewood, though.
That's true. And apparently we've got 8 new Patreon subscribers since the contest.
Yeah.
No. Oh, side note, we did.
Oh, he got 5. Actually, have 8. Okay, so we have 8 new subscribers. Nice. I'm curious to know who the winner picked to be the challenger for BA.
Okay, so it's non-title unless
something changes. Which,
but yeah, I am too.
I wouldn't change on a dime in Edgewood.
Hold on, let me see if I can find who that was.
They probably picked CMC because everybody loves CMC.
Oh, they have not chose yet. He did not break my foot. And okay, so they have not chose yet.
Okay. Well, that's something to keep an eye on because I'm legitimately curious who they're going to pick.
I very am too. That person has not reached out to me to get my 2 cents. So
Uh-huh. AJ has a prediction. The Great Purifier will purify the Mad Dog. We are not worthy of witnessing such a dominant champion as Jacques Kennedy. That's from AJ.
AJ's been a Jacques fan for as long as I can remember, so that doesn't surprise me one bit that he has that up there. Does not
all right,
surprise me.
Minderz, pick me a winner,
Jordan
Jacques
Barrett.
or Mad Dog.
Jordan Barrett gets to decide. Jordan
Oh, okay.
Barrett.
Well,
So
Jordan,
that's
if you want to make this a thing, let me know. We will let you announce your choice live on the podcast.
Yeah,
if you so choose.
If you want to.
If he watches the podcast. Pick me a winner, Jacques or Mad Dog.
Since it's non-title. Gosh. I'm going to go Conley.
I am inclined to agree with you. I'm picking Connolly also. Connolly is probably pretty salty after the shit he's gone through with Jared Allen the last few weeks. So
yeah. And
I think Connolly
Mad
might
Dog's
be looking
need somebody to take it out on. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And unfortunately for Jacques, they are right in the crosshairs. But it's going to be a fun match regardless.
It will be.
Just this, you call it. Is Connolly going to throw the chain from the top of the catwalk into the ring?
Probably.
So if Bradley is the referee,
I mean, it's a little safer.
watch yourself.
It's a little safer if he does it that way than if he throws it at the bottom.
As long as the referee is watching. As long as the referee is keeping an eye on him.
That's on the ref. Just saying.
Well, yeah.
See, I wouldn't even be standing in the ring if I was the ref. I'd be standing to the side of the ring and then let Conley get in, and then I'd get it.
I'd hide in the bathroom. Also, something we didn't point out about last Thursday, we got to wonder if there's going to be some repercussions for Joey, because he was putting his hands on some referees, too, after that match was over.
I meant to bring that up, because I even put that on my notes, and when we went through it, I completely forgot about it, because I said, where's Joey's fine at? Because last I checked, Dallas got fined, and was it Chan that got fined the last time, I think? Yeah. So I want to know if
we'll have to find out. Joey. Yeah, we'll have to see what Rob Leach has to say about that, or possibly Rain, because they are the co-honchos of Thursday Night Throwdown. But yeah, Joey was kind of getting in his feels a little bit after that match was over, between taking out poor Jesse with the chair, then manhandling the referees and everything. It's
yeah, it just
it was a little bit rough.
You can't have a champ doing that. Just saying.
It's very unchampionly.
Very unchampion.
If that's a word.
I can't even say it.
No. Hey, Minderz, are you ready for some breaking news?
Yes.
So, in regards to June 17th, 01 presenting Fallout at the Burgess Osborne Auditorium in Mattoon, we've already announced one match, which is Shaza McKenzie and Sierra, and that got announced a couple weeks ago. But we've got a couple more matches to announce here, Minderz, and I'm very excited about both of them. And I think you are too.
I'm going to be really giddy here in a minute.
Yeah. All right. So first up, we've been talking about Theo White and his stuff going on with Eli. That's the least of his problems. Because on June 17th, he's going to have to step up to the king.
The
Elite Warrior, Sir, the Cobra, taking on Theo White. And Minderz, you know what I say about this?
We might have had something to do with this.
I'm telling you, we might have suggested Theo to Cobra when he was on with us a few weeks ago. And we make things happen, Minderz. We're movers and shakers in the world of 01, it seems like. But
at least
this
some
is
of our
going to
suggestions they listen to.
Right. This is going to be right up there with Theo taking on Camaro as far as house fight quality.
I'm excited.
Which, you know what that means? It means the next show after this, they got to have Cobra and Camaro. Let's fight.
That. Don't tease me with a good time, Mark. Don't tease me with a good time.
Oh. Yeah.
Because that would be a lot of fun.
That would be awesome. I would love to see that match. And then there's another. We got the Cobras got all the votes so far on the AJ and Brawler and Kahaku. If I'm pronouncing that right, I hope I am. If
Amber.
not, I apologize.
That's Amber.
Amber. Okay. I'm still meeting a lot of these people that are regulars
You
at the
are.
01 shows. I just now figured out who Suzanne was a month ago.
I
But
know.
that's all good. I know now.
You know now.
So yeah, so Theo and Theo and the Cobra is gonna be awesome. It's this House Fight Deluxe, you know. But then there's this one, which I know you're excited for, Minderz. And we kind of knew it was coming, but it's nice
we
to know
knew it
that
was
it's
coming.
official.
But it's official, and I'm super stoked. Yeah.
There it is. The Powder
Check
Keg,
out the
Jimmy
new
Carrot.
promo pic, dude. Check out that
That's
new
a heck
promo
of a
pic.
picture.
It's nice.
Basil in all of his glory.
Exactly. Because Basil kept
taking on
staring at you.
BA. I know. I know. Also, hey, shout out. BA had some new gear last week.
Yeah.
So he's stepping up his game a little bit. Yeah, this one it's gonna be nuts.
I'm gonna have such a fun sign for BA for this one.
I'm sure you are. You're.
We'll see what
Everybody
happens.
so far is picking Jimmy on this
You
one.
can't. I'm sorry. Jimmy has a. Well, I don't know if you've seen what Mr. B.A. Malkin has put on his Facebook page here lately, but he's claiming to
haven't.
have killed Jimmy Carrot. He's claiming to have killed Jimmy Carrot. Last I checked, after the match, Jimmy was still alive and breathing, and B.A. didn't beat him because technically Devontae won that match, but
Right.
see. Because you
And also,
outwits Jimmy Carrot.
If there's one thing that we learned from Jimmy after War Games when we talked to him, he said Jimmy Carrot will not die.
Right.
So it's technically impossible for BA to kill Jimmy Carrot.
Yes.
But
Very much
BA
so.
Jimmy's going to be looking for payback. Hopefully, he's not too worse for the wear after War Games and going through the ladder. But that remains to be seen. It's going to be a hell of a match, regardless.
It is.
And that's only 3 matches for this show so far. We're probably looking at another 3 or 4 getting announced. And I'm going to make a.
Oh, I just got. Here, I'm going to send you this real quick and see if you can pull it real quick. Because I just got some news from the big man.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to send this to you real quick and see if you can get it up there. Because it sounds like, from what I'm seeing, and see if you can get that up there. We're going to. I'm so excited. I get to announce this, and it is breaking news. Like, very breaking. Like, I just got it. So.
All right. Give
Are
me
you
just
ready?
a second here, Minderz. Give me just a second.
Okay. Giddy Mindy's over here dancing around. I am Giddy Mindy. I'll just keep dancing.
All right. Just keep dancing.
I have no music. I have no music. But...
Yeah. That never stops. That doesn't stop my wife, so it shouldn't stop you.
It doesn't stop me either.
All right. I got it up here, Minderz.
You got it? Mark, are you excited? I'm excited for this.
Uh-huh.
It's Team 01 celebration with Marvin and CMC and Kyle Pfeiffer and Khmer. Wait, do we get Warhorse again then?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Huh. That's a lot of fun. He should be there.
Do you think it'll have the same panache as when the Lowlifes did their celebration after Joey beat Marvin in December?
Oh, I think it will be 20 times better. I don't know. Maybe we'll see what happens. Maybe that's when we'll see the Lowlifes kind of break. With 01 celebrating in the ring.
Are we going to have a CMC-shaped pinata?
No. We're going to have a Joey-shaped pinata.
no one gets behind me on my beef with CMC. It's getting frustrating.
I'll get over it.
I always do.
So, would you stop? You do that every time I look away, so that way I don't notice it till like the third or fourth time. It's
Darn right
probably
I do.
flashed up there.
All right. Well, Minderz, we're coming up on an hour and a half. What do you say we pay some bills and get out of here?
Let's do that. I'm actually surprised you haven't cut it short before now, because I figured you had band practice.
No band practice. I am actually in a state of semi-retirement from live music right now, so most of my Wednesdays are wide open for the foreseeable future.
Gotcha.
But that's no big deal. Amber says we need a Joey-shaped pinata. Well, that's Joey-shaped
See?
pinta, but I'm guessing pinata is
Pinata.
autocorrect.
Yeah.
Autocorrect sucks. It's easy to make a fool out of you.
Speaking of
Foot beat,
autocorrect,
Wong stew. Yeah,
long stew.
Wong stew.
Mhm.
All right, so let's pay some bills here. ProWrestlingTees.com/JTRPod for all your Jumping the Rail Podcast Network t-shirt needs. There's get your shit and move, get the Podigy REB shirt. So fancy.
There's my
abomination.
Yes.
Then here's the 01 stuff. We got the listen to the 01 shootout. All I got was this lousy t-shirt. Dallas is my buddy. Name doing name things. Independent Wrestling Matters. Then go to brainbustertees.com/other/JTR-podcast-network. You can get your Giddy Mindy stickers, t-shirts, or hoodies. Yeah, you're wearing the logo shirt there.
I'm wearing the logo shirt
that's
today.
The other one. Yes. And then also you can get t-shirts for the shootout, for Jumping the Rail, for the network, baseball shirts, sweatshirts, caps, fanny packs, stickers, all kinds of cool stuff there. So go check them out.
I've got my wish list made.
Yeah. 01 still they got their stuff too. You can get made to order t-shirts, cups, travel mugs, tumblers, water bottles, all kinds of good stuff there. Hit up David Cavazos or Rain Victoria if you have special requests. And then or else check out the stuff they bring and they keep in house at the shows on their gimmick table there. So you get some
Mark,
stuff.
I'm gonna have a new shirt next. Well, I don't know if it'll be next week. I might not get it until June now, but I ordered me a Dallas Preacher shirt that says "Hello, Sinners."
Nice.
I'm excited.
Yes. You showed me that one, the picture of it. That's a cool shirt.
It is.
And finally,
cool.
yes, and then patreon.com/01USA. You get all the Thursday Night Throwdowns, all the Mattoon shows, all kinds of cool offers for as low as $5 a month. It's definitely worth the money. Even like I say, even just spending $5, you get some really cool stuff on there. And for one thing, you don't want to miss the Thursday Night Throwdown shows because usually something cool's going on there.
Yeah.
And here it is. Every Thursday at 7:00, doors open. There's the address in Edgewood, and $20 for a punch card of four punches, or $7 for one ticket. You can get online or at the door, and then then go check it out. It's always a good time. We've been there several times. If I could go there every week, I would, but it's just not feasible sometimes.
Yeah.
Which you know how it is.
Yeah, I do.
And and I don't know if, in case you've forgotten, there is a new shirt on PWTs. Footbeat.
Footbeat. Oh, and they have pizza and cheddar sausages now at Edgewood for food too. So.
Oh yes, they have food there now. Yeah.
Do you have the one for the show we were talking about with Justin? Do you have your picture of it for that?
Oh yeah.
For the fireworks show.
Yeah.
There you go. Saturday Night Explosion.
A special edition of Thursday Night Throwdown on a Saturday on June 24th, free admission. Wrestling show followed by fireworks. I think there's a parade before the wrestling show, if I'm not mistaken, Minderz.
Sounds good to me.
It
sounds like it's going to be an all day. It sounds like it's going to be an all day thing, like all evening.
Yeah.
Thing,
so we'll be there. We're going to hang out. I don't know what time we'll get there. We're going to get there early and check things out.
Yeah, we'll be there pretty early.
All
day.
There's a parade,
all day.
If there's a parade, maybe we'll be in the parade. You never know. Maybe we'll get some of the wrestlers to walk along my car. We'll put the flag out on the side of it. Get some Get some
Can I
cheap
bring
pub
Basil?
there.
Can I bring
I
Basil?
would expect you to. I would be
Okay.
disappointed if you didn't. If somebody's got a pickup truck, we can mount like banners on and things like that and drive it through the parade route. If there's a parade, then we would appreciate
David, get with
the
us. Maybe
assist.
we'll figure this all
Yeah,
out.
yeah, because we could use my Nissan Kicks, but it's just an SUV, and it'd be weird. I don't want to do a lot of walking. I'm lazy.
Well,
I mean, you know.
I may not be able to, so I may not be able to. Thanks, BA.
David says citywide garage sale too. He says so. Yeah, get some treasures there. David says we can check into parade. Hey, there you go.
There you go.
So stay tuned for that. Our thanks to Justin Poole for joining us today. Oh, upcoming guests. I was going to get into that before we go. Let me
yeah.
get my list.
Are you going to talk about the other JTR show that we're doing that you're going to torture me the last week of May?
Oh yeah, on the Jumping the Rail podcast on May 30th. 30th? I think that's the right date. Yeah, May 30th, because it's the day before this show. We're going to have the Bruisers on with us, tentatively scheduled. So all you guys that go to Edgewood, remember them from the first few weeks. Yeah.
That undefeated
and David
team.
also, yes. David says also have lots of merch for sale at that show on June 24th too.
Oh,
so
I'm sure. I'm
keep
sure.
an eye on that there. So we got some guests lined up, and yeah, we got some good things happening. Next week, I mentioned we're scheduled to have Anakin Murphy, Mr. Deathwish himself, coming in, which has actually been a long time coming. We've been trying to get him on for a while.
Well, and I've been
That
watching.
should be fun.
I've seen Anakin since back when Anakin was still a referee.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I don't know what 01 does to the referees. You got Eli, you get.
They all get tired
Anakin.
of taking bumps. They want to hit back.
I guess so. Yeah, right? They want to get their payback.
Yeah.
All right, so next week we got Anakin Murphy. The week after that, May 31st, we're going to be joined by Jake Lander.
See what he's doing
Most
to
recently
me,
people? This is another one I've been wanting to get for a while, because Jake, I'm sure he's got a lot to say. You know, he's held every championship there is, pretty much. You can give us kind of a bird's eye view of that crazy stunt in the War Games cage when he was up on top with Marvin. But yeah, that should be interesting. Just confirmed during the show, June 7th, we're going to have the brawler Jesse Raines calling in talking to us.
Sweet. Okay.
So, friend of the show, always a regular in the chat, so I thought we should get him in and actually have a chat with him.
Yeah.
One of my favorite guys is in Edgewood. So he's when I talk about the guys improving week by week, he's one of the guys right at the top of the list to me. So it'd be cool to have him on. And then on the 14th of June, we're going to be joined by Mr. Briefcase himself, Devontae Knox. Going to be coming back.
We got Devontae back! Yay!
Got Devontae back. And I'm working on filling out the rest of June because we have something in the works for July, a month of shows that we'll have more info on once we make it happen. But so stay tuned to our socials on that, on Facebook, the JTR Podcast Network, or the 01 Shootout Facebook pages. And
who did you say we had the first week of June?
First week of June, Jesse Raines, June 7th.
Oh, okay. Well, just heads up. You know, I don't know what's happening yet with my situation. So
hey, more breaking news, Minderz, from David Cavazos. May 4th, 2024 is the return date for Decatur. So Jimmy, get ready for another ladder match.
Mindy, get ready for another.
Get that Deadpool stuffed animal lined up, Minderz.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's cool to know. Star Wars Day 2024. May the 4th be with you. And hopefully you don't sith your pants when Jimmy goes off the ladder through a table or something. Minderz.
I'm not making any promises.
No. So yeah, so that's something to have on your calendar for next year. We'll be curious to see what they do. David is stoked for that day. I'm sure you are.
Yep.
So I think that is everything that we've got for today, Minderz. Do you have anything you want to say before we say goodbye?
BA needs to stay the hell out of my doctor's office.
Yes, CMC, stay out of Minder's doctor's office.
No, it was not CMC.
Maybe it was CMC dressed as BA to throw you off.
Oh, whatever. Highly doubt that. Highly doubt that.
All right, well, all right, we're getting nowhere here with this wild accusations on a pillar of the community like B.A. Malkin. And Minderz
Okay,
threw up in her mouth.
I'm good. I'm good.
All right, with that, I think, all right, so we're going to say goodbye. So for Minderz, this is Redman. Enjoy Thursday Night Throwdown tomorrow, and we will see you next Wednesday. And I remind you all, life is hard, work stiff, and we will see you next week.